Thank you for joining. Welcome and thank you for joining us today. I hope everyone had a wonderful Halloween. And now that we are officially into November, we thought we'd take some time to just connect with you, go over some member benefits and take a deeper dive into our Career Center, and then give a really good comprehensive overview of the nonprofit summit that our team is working so hard to plan for all of you. So thank you again for joining us this morning. If you have questions, feel free to put them in the chat. If you would, put your name and organization and title in the chat so we know who's here. We love to see your faces, so please keep cameras on if you can, if you're in a position where you can do that. And we'll have a couple of times for questions. So if you put them in the chat, we can answer them, or you can just kind of blurt it out when it's time. I want to first start by, oh yeah, and we have a survey that, if you don't mind, or a poll question that Brooke Robertson just put in. If you could take a few minutes to fill that out. Are you a member of Together SC? Have you used our Career Center? There's a few questions in there that we'd love to hear from you on. So my name is Alana Jordan. If you don't know me, I am the Membership and Development Director for Together SC. I'm going to take a moment and let our team introduce themselves. I'm going to go around. We'll start with Ben. Ben, will you take a minute?
Hey, hi everyone. I'm Ben Bullock. I'm the VP and COO of Together SC, and I'm looking forward to talking with you today about posting on the Job Center.
Thanks, Ben. Brooke?
Hi, everyone. I'm Brooke Robertson, the Director of Marketing and Communications with Together SC. And today we'll be covering some cool aspects we have about the Nonprofit Summit coming up in February.
Thank you, Brooke. Desmond?
Hello, everyone. I am Desmond White. I am Together SC's Events and Programs Manager, and I'm excited to be here with you today.
And Destiny?
Hello, everyone. I am the newest member to the team, and I'm the Membership and Development Coordinator, and I will be talking a little bit about membership and contact.
Perfect. Thank you. Yeah, Destiny just joined us in August. She's been working with me, and she's your first point of contact if you have some questions for us, and she's going to kind of go over the best way to do that in just a few minutes. So first, I wanted to just share my screen and pull up our website to just refamiliarize you with your member benefits and what you get as being a member of Together SC. Brooke came on board as our official full-time communications director earlier this year, and she's been doing a lot of great work on our website. And it's a great resource for you and for everyone on your team. So we encourage you to always utilize it and when you have questions. But the first place to go will be Join Connect. You want to always log in to your member compass. If you don't have your password, you can do a quick password reset. But if you log in, then you'll have access to all your member benefits on the website. So you always want to make sure you're logged in. That way, if you're registering for an event, if there won't be a fee, or you'll get the member rate if there is a fee. And so that way you're utilizing and accessing all of your benefits if you're logged into the site. There's a comprehensive list of all your member benefits. And most of you, we're hoping, are nonprofits. That's the focus of this conversation, is our nonprofit members. Here's a full list under Join Connect member benefits for you. So I'm just going to go over a few of them really quickly today, just to make sure that you're aware. And we do have an association healthcare plan that's available for member organizations. So if you have 2 or more members or employees who are interested in health insurance, we encourage you to check this out as an option for health insurance for your organization. It's a fantastic program. It's the fastest growing association healthcare plan under Blue Cross Blue Shield in South Carolina. We've had it up and running for almost 2 years now, and we have 250 lives covered in that so far. And the more we grow, the better we can serve our nonprofit organizations. So we encourage all of our members to look at that as an option. We have retirement plan options under Mutual of America. So that's something they'll waive the initial fee to get things set up so you can have that available. We have employee assistance services under First Son for $3 a month. You can have those services available for your employees. Student loan management under Savvy is, so if you have any employees on your team who have a student loan and they're working towards that student loan forgiveness, they can log into this program and it'll help them manage it so that they can easier, hopefully get to that student loan forgiveness a little bit faster, and it'll help them kind of figure out when you need to do what you need to do and what paperwork you need to fill out and all of that. I think Ben can speak to that a little bit, as he has officially had his student loans forgiven after his 10 years of service. Yay, Ben. Board Strong is another new program that we have launched this fall. So if you are looking for a board member, we encourage you to post that on Board Strong. It's a kind of a boardstrongmatch.com so for you to help find board members who have an interest in your organization, and you can kind of see if you match up and find potential board members through that. So we encourage you to use that. Every organization is also welcome to a board chair welcome call. We know you have a new board chair almost every year. And so it's great to just have that opportunity to touch base with. This is through our president, Madeline McGee. You can schedule 30 minutes with her to kind of just welcome your board chair and see what your, it's kind of just like a brainstorm conversation about where you are and what you need to focus on that year. It's a great tool to utilize that you can have through being a member. In addition to all of this, and there's more that I could go through, but all of these benefits are here. But we also, I just want to highlight really quick our peer networks, if you haven't heard about those. Right now we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 peer networks, soon to be 10, because we'll be adding a marketing and communications peer network in January. The list is here from, we have executive director and CEOs listserv group that you can join. Advocacy Allies, Black Nonprofit Leaders Group, Consultant Collaborative, Development Peer Network, and on. We have all of these, and they're just a great resource for your team to utilize to connect with other individuals throughout the state who are doing similar work, but maybe in another part of the state, and to just learn from each other. So we want to make sure you know, and your staff knows, that you can utilize those benefits. There's all kinds of things. Of course, we're here. Events, that's the other thing I just want to check in on really quick. Under Learn, our knowledge calendar, we have all of our events always updated here. We have a lot going on right now through the end of the year. And then of course the summit in January or in February, which Brooke will talk about in a little bit. But we encourage you to come here and look and see if there's an event that you're interested in and would like to attend. But that again is under our Learn knowledge calendar, and then you can click on that to learn about our upcoming events. But again, we're here for you. We are your team. We're here to serve you, our members. If you ever have any questions, I'm gonna kind of hand it over to Destiny to take a minute to talk to you about the best way for us to answer your questions and inquiries as they come up.
Hello again. As Alana mentioned earlier, I would be the first point of contact when you put in a contact request. So in order to put in a contact request, if you go to the little green line at the top of your screen when you are on our website, there will be on the right-hand side, a tab that says contact. You would click on that and fill out all of that information. So first name, last name, your organization, your phone number, your email, and whatever the question or comment is. We usually use this form to answer any questions or if you want to make any membership updates. This would be the best place to do that, and this will be the best place to reach me. So I will usually email you back with the response within the week. Yeah.
Well, thank you, Destiny. And you can always pick up the phone and call us as well. We do, travel in our meetings and things, so sometimes email is the best way to get us, but you're always welcome to call us at this number right here, which is 803-929-0399, and we can answer any questions that way as well. So that's just kind of a brief overview, quick, of what we are doing. But Ben, I'm gonna kick it over to Ben to kind of dive in a little bit more about the Career Center, so you can learn how to best utilize that for your organization.
All righty. Give me 1 second and let me share my screen here. Ta-da. Okay, so let's say you want to hire somebody and you want to find like that best person ever to join your organization as a new staff member. You can do that by posting your job opening on jobs.togethersc.org, which is our nonprofit career center. We've hosted a career center from Together SC since before I came to the organization about 11 years ago. So, this has been one of our core member benefits. And so I want to take you on a little tour of the platform and show you how to post and all the options that you have for posting. But the very first thing you want to do, if you're a member of Together SC, you want to make sure you log in. So you see I've got my name showing up here. I'm logged in, and we'll just take a little look real quick and double check and make sure. If you click on your name, you're taken to the member compass, and see membership is A-OK. It says right here that my membership is from Together SC because I work for Together SC. Your organization's name would be displayed here instead, and it'll show you when your membership is up for renewal. Together SC is a member of itself forever, so there you go. But once you are logged in, then you can go to the Career Center. And so if you look under that Join and Connect menu, you'll see some of the other options. And you'll see this page here, Using the Career Center and Career Center. So if you click on Using the Career Center, you can find some more information about how the Career Center works. You can see some FAQs for employers, which is you, or if, hey, maybe you're looking for a job in another organization, then you can also check out the FAQs for job seekers. If you're a member and you're logged in, then you can click on this link right here to see the promo code that will let you get 1 free post for the year. That code only works 1 time per organization. And then we do a new code. It resets in July of every year. If you're not logged in, you try to click that link, the website will say, bah, you are not logged in, you're not a member, this is for members only. But if you are logged in and you are a current member, then you'll be able to see that code and you'll be able to use it. And we've got some other information in here, and I encourage you to take a look at it as you're getting ready to post a job, but a lot of this I'm about to cover. Just a note on logging into the Career Center. It's based on your email address. So the email address you have on your profile in the Career Center needs to match your email address that is on your profile as a Together SC member on the main Together SC site. There are 2 kinds of user accounts on the Job Center. One is an employer account, and the other is a job seeker account. An email address cannot be used for both an employer account or a job seeker account. Now, most folks, if they're posting on behalf of their organization, they're going to use their work email for posting a job. But if they're looking for a job at another organization, they might use their personal email address for that. So if by accident you've used your work email address for looking for a job, and now you need to use it to post a job, just let us know and we can reach out to the WebScribble, which is the company that hosts this platform, and we can have them convert your account from a job seeker account to an employer account. So without much further ado, if you go into this Join and Connect menu and you click Using the Career Center, you can click on Career Center and it will take you over there. And you can just get there directly as well by going to jobs.togethersc.org. And as you see here, it looks a little similar to our main website, but it's actually a completely different platform. And on this site, you can see it sort of defaults to the job seeker view, right? And you can see some of the jobs that are currently available, some of the organizations that have currently posted, and we've got some blog posts and things like that there. You can also go down, and if you're looking for jobs in a particular category, you can click on these and it'll automatically filter them and bring them back up. But we don't want to do that. We want to post a job, right? So the first thing you want to do is sign in. And when you click sign in, this system is going to ask you, are you an active Together SC member? And if you're not, then you can click no, and it may prompt you to create an account that isn't tied to a Together SC member account. But if you click yes, and you're logged in at togethersc.org, the system will recognize and say, okay, we'll just log you in here too with no problems whatsoever. And you can verify this by looking over here in the corner where it says me. Hey, I'm me, but you're you. But it'll say me when you log in, and you can see some menu options here, including logging out. And you come to this dashboard page where you can post a job, you can look at your existing jobs, you can look at applicants who have applied for jobs that you've maybe run in the past. If you need help specific to the job center, they do have a helpline. They've got a little chat box down here in the corner you can use. Usually you'll get a hold of Rick or Denise, and they're generally very helpful folks. And then but you can also call this number or use this email address. Now, just bear in mind, these folks are not Together SC staff. They're from WebScribble. But since this is a site that they run and operate, they know a lot more about it and have a lot more access to things than the Together SC staff does. Though we can generally be helpful along the way. But you want to post a job, right? So here's the deal. When you want to post a job, you have to first purchase the job post before you can even put down the job description and the job title and all that jazz. You have to purchase a credit to post a job first. So we're going to click post a job now, and you're taken to these pricing options here. And you may say to yourself, but I thought members could post for free. You can, you just have to get to that point in the process first. Now we've got some different options. And if you're logged in as a member, you'll see these member pricing, but you see that the non-member pricing is about $100 more per post. Now, the different kinds of options you have for posting a job here, you've got the premium job post. All of the posts, all of the different options will, show your employer profile with all the information about your organization. The regular posts are only open for 45 days, but the premium post is open for 60 days. All of the posts are optimized for mobile and show up in search results, and you're able to manage your job posts and track your applicants. Did I say trap? Ooh, track your applicants on the platform with any of these posts. But then with the premium and enhanced posts, you get to show your company logo. And it shows up on the front of the Career Center homepage, like you saw just a moment ago. And your posts are spotlighted in the search results on the Job Center. And then for the premium posts, those posts are cross-listed on other job boards and throughout the WebScribble job distribution network. So if you're looking to do a national search and have it posted on multiple job boards, you definitely want to check out that premium option. And then also, if you do the premium option, your job is included in WebScribble's Job Watch email that goes out to many, 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 many people. And so you've got the premium, you've got the enhanced version, and you've got the basic version. And you say, okay, Ben, that's all nice. Really, I want to do the basic version. So you got one. You can actually purchase multiple job posts. So like if you say to yourself, okay, like I want to post one right now, but I know I'm going to post another in like a couple of weeks. You can purchase 1, 2, 3. I think there's in fact like a like bundle option where you can get a discount if you purchase more than 2 or 3, I think. But we just want to do one for today. And you see here, we're taken to the checkout page. We're taken to the cart page, right? And you see we've got a basic job post here, quantity 1. If you say, hey, I want to adjust it, you can adjust it here. But you say, okay, well, I don't want all the bells and whistles for a premium post or enhanced post. I just want specific ones. Well, you can add upgrades. You can extend the posting date for 30 days and have it have the post up for whatever 45 plus 30 is. That's like a lot of days. You can have it shown as a featured employer. You can have it show up as a sponsor job. You can have it show up in the extended employer network, the diversity network, the job watch email. You can add all of these things as a more a la carte thing to make it more like a premium post without getting all of the stuff on the premium post. Now, if you say, oh, wait, no, I don't want the basic post, you can just click this little X right here and it will take it right out of your cart. And since I have nothing in my cart, it took me back to the job post purchasing page, right? Okay, so we're going to buy this post right here. Now, here's where you put in the promo code, okay? So this promo code goes into this box right here, and you click apply. And if you give me 1 second, I'm going to put in the promo code. Let's see. Boop. Okay. Apply. Okay. All right. And resume. Okay. So I've put in the code and you see now it's given me a discount and now my job post is $0. Now, if you've already used your promo code or you want to do more than that, that promo code, no matter which product you use, will take off $49. So even if you want like to get an enhanced post or a premium post and you haven't used your member free post yet, go ahead and use that code. Get $49 off your post. But if you're just doing the basic post, then you get it for free. Then you would pay by credit card, but since we're doing a free post, we're not doing that today. So now that you've got a credit on your account for a job post, this little you can access the post a job options here. So now let's say you say, okay, wait a minute, I don't know what I'm doing yet. I haven't finished the job description. We need to go back and do that. That's okay. You can stop here. You can stop here and come back to it. So like if you go back to your dashboard, you still have a credit. See over here, it says my credits, 1 basic job post. It'll just sit there. I think it can stay there for about a year before it expires. And then when you're ready, you can come back to it and post a job. Now let's say, hey, I just want to repost a job that I posted a year ago. If you come up here to copy from a previous job, you can see all the different job posts that you've done before, and you can automatically populate the post and then make whatever edits you want to make. So, so now we get to like the nitty-gritty of posting a job. You can delay the post if you say, okay, I want this job to go live on the 17th of November. You can do that and go ahead and fill in the information. But then you just want to fill it in. So like we're gonna play around with this. I'll take this off the board after I post it. But we're gonna do a test job post. And then we've got this job category here. You see, these are the same categories that show up in those filter search results that I showed y'all a little bit earlier. So, of course, executive directors is a popular one. Grant writing is a popular one. Internships, legal, all this stuff over here. So we're going to go for other for this dummy post. Now, the job description is important This is the big field. This is the big space where you can tell everything about this job, about the organization, everything that you're trying to do to get people to apply, to make this job attractive to potential candidates. Because hey, right now it's a job seekers market, right? We've got people. We've got more jobs available than we've got people who want to do them. So take this time to really think about how you're making this job description the most attractive to potential candidates. I don't really have a job description, but we're just gonna play around here. Don't do what I'm doing because nobody's gonna want to apply for this silly job. You can set the minimum education requirements, and this is where I would really encourage you to be thoughtful. It, you may say, oh, well, we want somebody really smart and really highly educated. This job requires a doctorate degree. Does it really require a doctorate degree? Does it really? Or does it really require, I mean, does it even really require a bachelor's degree? Like, what about it requires a bachelor's degree? Don't exclude people who may be really good and really experienced, but they just haven't like gotten all the way through college, or maybe, they've got all kinds of life experience and lived experience that would work for this job. So set that minimum at an appropriate level. And the same for experience. If it's really an entry-level job, it's really an entry-level job. We need more entry-level jobs, frankly. So be thoughtful about the level of experience you're looking for. And remember that the salaries that you're offering are generally supposed to be commensurate with experience. So like if you're looking for somebody who's got more than 20 years of experience and you're offering a job at a salary of like $30,000 a year, no one is going to apply for that job. So be thoughtful about how much experience you need for this. Now, the job location. If this job is performed in person at a specific address, then you can select this and you can include the street address. And what this will do, if you enter in that address, then it will show a map on the job post itself, and it will let people sort of get directions from home and see how long their commute would be, so that they can factor that into whether or not they want to apply. But if it's remote, if it is a work from home kind of job, then you can select that and the job post will be flagged as a work from home kind of job. And there's some folks out there who are looking only for remote work, so that may be attractive to them. So think about that when you're posting your job. So that brings us to the salary range. This is really important, and we require job posts to include salary. You can't get around this. And we did one time find an organization that put 0 in here as their salary range and tried to do that to get around it. If you don't want to put a salary range, then don't post on this board. And that sounds a little blunt, but if you don't put a salary range, people probably aren't going to apply for the job anyway. Like I said, it's an employees market right now, and putting a salary range on the job post is really an equity issue. Our compensation and benefits report that we did back in 2022 found that for jobs where the salary is appropriately advertised and included on the job posts, disparities between race and gender were diminished just by posting the salary range on the job post. There are other steps that can be taken, like compensation equity audits and other things that organizations can do to reduce those disparities. But a very easy thing to do is to set a salary range for your job post. Now, if you've already got the salary defined and it's just going to be what it's going to be, you can put this number in here. Don't put any commas. You don't need to put the dollar sign. The dollar sign's already there. If you put commas in or things like that, the system will kind of freak out, so don't do that. But if you do have a salary range, you can just click set a salary range, and you see the fields change, and you can enter in the minimum, you can enter it in the maximum, and sorry, for whatever reason, my headphones just decided to cut off. Set your minimum and your maximum. We're going to say that this job is a minimum of 45 and a maximum of 60. And this is a salary, so it's per year. But hey, if you are hiring on an hourly, you can just say per hour. Then you can say this is a full-time position, part-time position, and put that in there. Now, last question is, where are candidates going to go? I would say the best thing for you to do is to use your job board account, because if you use this option here, then when applicants apply for the job, their resumes and cover letters are stored in the system here, and you can always go back to them, and you can use this system to manage those applications. And I'll show you in a minute how you can read their letters and read their resumes, and you can save notes about each candidate. You can track each candidate however you like. But if you've already got this post on your website, or you have another system that you're using to track them, then click use your website. And then you can put in the apply link here as a URL. And then when people click on the apply button on the job post, it will redirect them to your site where they can apply. If you want to be old school about it and have everything sent to your email, then you can click use your email address and then enter in your email, and then you'll get emails for every time somebody applies. Now, just bear in mind, emails have a way of ending up in the junk folder. You may miss applicants if you do that. I would say the best bet is to use the job board account. And you can just double check that you're using your organization. Now, if you want to make your organization confidential, you can do that. I don't recommend it, because personally, I think it's great when your organization says, hey, we're hiring. It's a sign of expansion. It's a sign of success. So you can do that by making sure your organization's name is there. Now, before you're ready to post a job, you can preview it. So I'm going to click preview. It's going to generate it. And you can see here, this is what the job post would look like on the front end of the page. Now you see I have no real job description here, but the job description would display here. It may be quite long. It'll go all the way down to the bottom of the page. And then you've got some basic information off here to the side. And we can go look at some other posts in just a minute to show you what that looks like. But if you're ready, then you can just go back and scroll all the way down and click post job. Oh, what did I miss? See, I put remote and it still wants me to select United States, South Carolina. We're going to say Colombia. We're going to say 29201. I don't know why it's doing that, but we're going to save that in there. So it's going to flag you if you haven't filled in all the fields. So we're posting our job. Aha! And here it is. It's showing up now in your managed jobs field here. Now, keep in mind, you can always go back and look at old posts, expired jobs here, previous posts that you've done. You can see how many views, how many applicants they had. But for right now, we just want to look at this active one. So if you need to go back in and make some changes, you can see here that the date it's posted from November 1st through December 16th. If you want to make some changes, you can click edit. You can click preview to take a look at it on the front end. If you want to pay a little bit extra and boost the post and add some upgrades to it because you think, hey, I'm not really getting the visibility I want to get, you can do that. There's some other actions here where you can see the stats on the job post. If you've already found it and you want to close the job early, you can click suspend. And then you've got the number of applicants who have applied. and the number of views the job post has gotten. So if you click on the views, you'll see some statistics about the job post. Well, nobody's looked at this one yet, and why would they? Because I didn't put any information on it. But then here you are on the summary of the post. Your information that you put in here is displayed, and the applicants you have will be displayed here as well. So the applicant tracking system is really fairly robust, I think. And you can rate applicants' names will display here. Their email address will show. If you click on their name, you can see their resume, you can see their cover letter, you can rate them as unqualified or a bottom tier applicant or a qualified applicant or a top tier applicant, or hey, you have found the one. You can identify them as a candidate for hire. You can also flag each applicant with a particular status, where you can say, okay, this is a new applicant, or we've reviewed them, we've phone screened them, we've interviewed them, we've got an interview scheduled. You can sort of keep an eye on where they are in the process. Have you hired them? If you've not hired them, why didn't you hire them? Well, maybe you made an offer and then they said, nah, I'm good, I'm going elsewhere. You've got a lot of options to track your applicants by, and then once you track them by, you can sort them and filter this applicant list this way. And these applicants are saved in the system. So if you post another job and you want to make applicants who maybe didn't get the first job, but you want them to invite them to apply for another job, you can access their profiles here, and you can send them messages to say, hey, we've got a new job we think you might be interested in. And there you go. So that's the gist of posting a job on the Career Center. That's what I've got. Any questions from folks? Happy to. So here I've just clicked the list of all the applicants that we've gotten from various jobs here. I don't really want to single out anyone's resume or cover letter right now. But you can see these are applicants we've had from past jobs that we've posted here at Together SC. Oops, I've gone back to the main site.
Thank you, Ben, for that comprehensive overview on the how to post a job. I think that was some great information. I hope everyone was taking notes. But know that if you, as you're posting a job, if you have any questions, we are here to help. So thank you, Ben. We appreciate you. Brooke, I want to hand it over to you now. Brooke is going to talk about the summit. We've all been working really hard on this nonprofit summit. We've, we're hoping to bring the best summit ever to our nonprofit organizations in South Carolina. And so Brooke's just going to give you kind of an overview of what we have planned and what to look for. Brooke?
All right. Hi, everybody. So the 2024 Nonprofit Summit is going to be hosted in North Charleston this year from February 21st to the 23rd. And registration is open and hotels are ready to be booked. We have 3 hotel options this year. And this year we have 2 plenary speakers, Dr. Drew Lanham from Clemson University and Dr. Manuel Pastor from the University of Southern California. We're really excited to have them, and they're going to bring some really good content to the summit. I'll just briefly go over the agenda at a glance, and then we can dive into our really cool interactive agenda that we have currently live on the website. So day 1, we have planned some pre-summit workshops, and our pre-summit workshops are an additional fee on top of our summit ticket, and we can learn a little bit more about what those workshops are offering in a moment. We have our keynote planned for day 1, and after that, a few concurrent sessions that you can choose from. And we're excited to announce that this year we'll be using a Cvent app so that you can download the app starting in December, and you can select your sessions and create the summit that you want. So I encourage you all to get with your teams and see which sessions you want to divide and conquer so you can get the most out of the summit. So on day one, we'll have 9 different concurrent sessions to choose from on that day. And then we'll wrap up the day with happy hour. On day 2, we'll have our nonprofit marketplace during the entire day. That's where our exhibitors and our consultants will have tables available to provide services, and you can reach out to them and see what they have to offer. We'll also start the day with 9 concurrent sessions that you can choose from before the summit begins. And then Dr. Manuel Pastor will have his keynote on the topic of equity and solidarity economics. After that, we'll break for a little while and we'll come back with concurrent sessions. There will also be 9 concurrent sessions to choose from. We'll have a networking break and then another keynote panel that includes local neighborhood leaders, nonprofits, and partners. That's going to be a really fun, interactive keynote. Then we'll break for our reception. And on our final day, we plan to have 5 community impact tours. These impact tours are also an additional fee on top of the summit ticket. And we can review what those tours are on the interactive agenda here in a moment. Those are going to be really fun. And then if you don't want to go on the tours, we have 2 sets of concurrent sessions that are that have 5 sessions each that you can choose from. And so that's another opportunity for your team to divide and conquer and get the most out of the summit. We have 111 days until the summit. We're counting down by the second. We're so excited. So here on the main page, you have a link to register, a link to go to your hotels and see which hotel you want to stay at. But I encourage you to go to the agenda tab and check out our really cool interactive agenda. We have just about all of our sessions added on here and all of our speakers. You can dive into who our speakers are, what their experience is and what their bios are, and what each of these sessions are about. We've got this thing completely filled out. We even have little tabs at the bottom for each session to inform you a little bit more about the content. So we have items like fundraising or tags like fundraising, communications, leaders. And then we also have tags that will help us understand the depth of the content that will be covered during the session. For example, this session is a 301 session. We have 201 sessions and 101 sessions. So if you're a newbie and you're just getting your feet wet, you might want to stay back a little and go into those 101 sessions. And what's really fun about this interactive agenda is that you can go and you can filter your sessions just to see the ones that you're interested in. I want 101 and fundraising. So what are my options? So play around with this. It's super fun and it has a ton of information just right here on this page. So we have 2 pre-summit sessions. They're community-centered design and groundwater presentation. And I will slowly scroll through here, but I know we're getting shorter on time. So these are just a few of the breakout sessions that you can choose from. There should be 9 in the first 2 days and 5 in the last day. I'm going to try to scroll down to the tours without giving you guys, making you dizzy. And then down here on the last day, you can look a little deeper into the tours and the sessions we have prepared for that. There's some videos and a waiver if you do decide to register for that one, you'll have to sign a waiver. But so our tours are the Navy Yard Development Community Center and Community in Chicora, continuing the Liberty Hill Community Legacy, touring the International African American Museum, Partnerships for Good, and serving children and families through education. So really excited about those tours and the pre-summit workshops as well. We think those are going to run out quickly. So when you have the opportunity to register, please download the app in December and select your sessions so that you get to be a part of the sessions that you want to be a part of. And keep planning with your team and make the most of the summit this year. So we're very excited.
Thank you, Brooke, for diving into the website and all the content and all the sessions that we have planned for the summit this year. We're really excited about utilizing this new app throughout the summit for your summit experience. It's going to just enhance the whole thing. You're also, I think, going to be able to interact with other attendees through the app. So if you have a friend that you know is there and you haven't found them or connect, you should be able to connect through the app, and the same with some of the peer network groups. We're looking at having interactive ways to talk to each other during the summit with the app, and then there'll be a map and all of that. So it's something we haven't had before, but we're really excited to do this year. And Brooke and the team have been working really hard on getting that up and ready. So we'll have kind of a better summit experience this year than we've had in the past, even though it's always been great. We're just kind of kicking up our game this year, I think. So with that, does anybody have any questions for us? I haven't seen any in the chat. You're more than welcome to come off mute and ask if you have any questions about membership. Again, if you're not feeling like you want to spit it out or something comes up later, Destiny went over the ways that you can reach out to us and we can be available to you. Like I said earlier today, we are here for you. We are here to serve you. You are our members, and use us as a resource. You get what you put into this membership, and that's, we just want to be able to, we've added so many offerings that we're excited about, and we also have a lot going on. So continue to be tapping into your every other Tuesday for Good Connections. That's your nonprofit digest. I know it's long, but it's got a lot of great information in it. So make sure you're reading that and staying up to date on that. Thank you all for filling out the poll questions. It looks like, if you click on poll, you should be able to see, but some of you have not been to the summit before, so we hope that maybe you will consider joining us this year. It's going to be a great event in North Charleston. It's going to be fantastic to connect with other nonprofit professionals in the state, so we hope you will consider. It looks like 9 out of 13 have not been there yet, but are planning. So we look forward to seeing you. Make sure you seek us out and say hi to us. The team will be out and around. We'll have our name tags and our t-shirts on, so find us and say hi to us. We will always want to meet our members in person. And we're kind of going through these other poll questions. We have only one member who's part of the association healthcare plan that was here today. But if you want more information about that, feel free to reach out and we can send you all the information to learn more about that and how you can see if it's a good fit for your organization. Like I said, that's going to continue to grow and benefit South Carolina nonprofits, and we're really excited about being able to offer that to you. I think when I first came on, Ben said that they had been working since we started to get that association healthcare up and running, and only was able to do it 2 years ago due to some policy changes on the federal level. So we're very excited to have been able to bring that to you all. And yeah, so if you have any questions about the Career Center or anything, know we're here. Thank you for joining us today. We appreciate you. And we hope the next 2 months are great, and that maybe you get a little bit of rest at the end of the year before we get back started in January. So thank you so much, and have a good afternoon.